halfway through dry January.
TV6's Michael Sobek joins us live from Iron Bay Restaurant in Marquette with how their lineup of mocktails may be a great alternative for alcohol. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, ladies. We all know that sporting events, bars, restaurants, there's always a downtown scene. And as we go through dry January, sometimes it's a little tempting, even if you're trying to cut alcohol out, to want to partake in some of those things. And that's where mocktails come into play. Now I have Shannon joining me, who's the restaurant manager here at Iron Bay, because we're going to go over their lineup of not only just mocktails, but also non-alcoholic drinks that could be a great alternative. Now, Shannon, thank you for joining me super early in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we talked a little bit, and we saw a little bit in the preview of some of the mocktails you can make. But the first question I have is, why are mocktails such a good alternative, especially here in the bar scene in Marquette?
You know, I think there's something about the stigma of not drinking in our society that can be kind of difficult. So if you want to socialize and spend time with friends, it can be a little challenging to maneuver those obstacles of like, is this going to be awkward if I'm not drinking? Like, what do I have? Just water or a coffee, soda? So it's one of those options where you can meet in the middle, say, of not drinking alcohol, but also feel like you're participating in the bar scene without like kind of scraping your morals, essentially. So
yeah, and of course, dry January, we're at the halfway point. So I mean, this is the hump. This is the hard part where if you've made it this far, you can definitely keep going. Now, you mentioned you have mocktails, you have non-alcoholic wine and beer, but having those options, why is that not only important for you guys, but how is that also important for the business of Iron Bay?
So it's important for the business because no matter what, you kind of want to diversify and you want to take part in these like different trends, and you know, it's good to have options for people no matter what, who, you know, say like if they don't drink, even if they're children, you know, like we have drinks that either, you know, kids can enjoy, or like, you know, if it's a Virgin Bloody Mary, like there's no alcohol in it, so they could have that, or we have an Italian soda. So it just kind of benefits everyone who wants a fancy drink, even if they're not drinking, or if they can't drink, or if they just decide they don't want to.
Now, as we kind of move, like, I mean, sports events, family events, whatever it may be, having that option is always very important. But what is the process of actually making one? And on your list of items, say someone has something you may not have, could you guys be able to make it?
Yeah, so I mean, we have a fully stocked bar. We keep up on all types of herbs, fruits, little like just additions, juices, stuff like that. So typically I say if we can't make exactly what the customer would like, we can make something similar and probably better. That's what
Absolutely.
I would say.
Well, we talk about making something similar, better, or having these options. Coming up in our next segment, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to try it. We're going to make a mocktail. And for those of you at home who might be wanting to follow along, take some notes, this would be a great opportunity, especially during this whole month of January where people are trying to cut out alcohol and have that alternative. So it's coming up in just a few minutes, so definitely stick around. It's back to you, ladies.
All right, I can't wait to see what you come up with and watch that first taste. I know we've done a lot of mocktails on Upper Michigan today, and they're always so tasty. So looking forward to that recipe. But let's turn our attention to the weather, because we do have a couple of days to note, and really some changing things happening out there that we just need to have on our radar.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be traveling this weekend, some hazardous travel this weekend with blowing snow. We'll have the details after the break.